Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to my live stream. Thanks for joining me. I am here in Allen, Texas. Let me get these comments up. Look at that. Rick is already in the house. Thank you, Rick. Yes, I do have a busy weekend. We'll talk more about that in a bit. Thanks for coming in. So my name is Todd Rains. I am the owner of Woodturning Tool Store. I guess it's that side. And I do these live streams to Facebook and YouTube. So on my Woodturning Tool Store Facebook page, to the newly created Woodturners Retreat Facebook group, and to my YouTube channel, Woodturning Tool Store. So 2:30 Friday afternoons. This is actually the last in the small project series. I think I got the wrong side there. It's this side. There we go. Small project series. So I had this is, I think, eight or nine. I think this is the eighth one in this series. We've been doing a bunch of small projects, and along the way we talk about tools and equipment, processes and techniques, and wood and materials. And I like to make it sort of interactive as I can, get help from you guys, ask questions, answer questions, and all that kind of stuff. So this being in December, this is the last one. I'm going to take Christmas break. We're going to have, just a bit of downtime here, and I will be back in January, I believe. Hopefully, maybe late January. Start up a new series. Not sure what it's going to be on yet, but I do like this live streaming. Friday afternoons, it gets me out in the shop, gets me doing something, and primes me for the weekend. Although really, there's no weekends as a small business owner. I think some of you may know. But good to have you. Good to have you join me. So 2:30 Todd is my moniker. Take a look at some of the early live streams, and you can see those. So I've actually got them all up on my website. So let me just quickly show that for a quick second. I do want to. I don't think I've done this before. So where's my Chrome tab? That's what I want. So. Excuse me. So, look, I've got myself playing on my own tab here. So let me pause that. So up on the website here, you can see under Explore Woodturning, go to live streams, and all the live streams are here. They're happening now. The live one, you can watch it live there, like I was just showing you. But I've got all the old ones linked up here too. The Snowflake Bowl from last week. That's sitting around ready to be finished this weekend. So I may be working on some of that tomorrow. I've also got the candlestick that we did, pen turning, Christmas tree, small scoop, handle, and honey dipper. So, and then we got the previous series there. So take a look at that. It's a good resource. Hopefully you guys can use that. So, and then of course, these are all linked to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe and get the reminders for when they come up next time. So I appreciate that. Look at all the people in the house. I got to catch up on comments here. So Tony, hey Tony, thank you very much. You saw the Facebook post. Very kind of you. Why am I out of focus? Oh no, hang on. I think I've got some focus problems. There we go. It could be just me on Friday afternoons. So thanks for joining, Tony. Appreciate it. Ken Kwasnick, my friend up in Montana. Thank you, Ken, for joining. Appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Heli Aviator, good to have you back. It's pronounced Tom. I don't know how to change it. I appreciate it. It's your YouTube channel name, so I think that's probably what you got. You can. I actually changed my YouTube channel name. It was under Todd Rains up until sometime this summer, and then I transitioned it over to Woodturning Tool Store. So that worked out. So my wife saying Merry Christmas to everyone. Thanks for helping monitor, Shelley. Appreciate it. So Lee, Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you. Drink a glass of wine for us. Lowell is back. Thank you, Lowell. Nice to have you back here. Thank you. And let's see. Oh, thank you, Lee, and your friend. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Shelley. And Chris, good to have you back. Thanks very much for joining. Appreciate it. And Glenn Crandall from Georgia. Thank you for joining, Glenn. Appreciate it. And and Charles Sapp. Oh, good to have you here. Thank you, sir. So so we do little projects here. I am not one to have a good time at the lathe and try and make it fun and entertaining. And hopefully things go well. So we all know that sometimes in the shop things don't always go well, but that's the plan for today, is to make sure we turn something. And what am I going to turn today? So let me go to overhead camera and let me get myself down here. So I've got a piece of scrap, spruce or pine or something like that from 2x4 material, and we're going to turn a snowman. So to be honest, I haven't turned one before. I may have turned one when I first started. I can't remember. It's in the garbage somewhere or in the stacks of rejects. So this will be fun. We've gotten a lot. We actually have quite a collection of snowmen in the house. And so I was looking at them and I'm thinking, okay, hat, head, midsection, and the bottom. And then I did it again, making a bit bigger hat, head, midsection, and bottom. So this is, let me know how you guys do this. If you have any sort of, ratios or any sort of thing to get this done. This is what I did to get this layout. So I've got my caliper here, and I turned it to metric because it's just a little easier to divide things and section things in metric. So 59.7 or 60 millimeters is the width of this thing as it stands right now. And so that's going to be my bottom diameter. You notice it's not quite 69 because we don't get full spheres in these things. We are going to get partial spheres. So, we're not going to go all the way down to the bottom. So that's why I skinny it up a little bit. So, and then for the midsection, I went 10 millimeters shorter down to 49 with a little overlap, and the bottom one, the head, down to 40. So 60, 50, 40. That's what it was. About there with a little overlap. And then I left myself the 60 millimeters or thereabouts for the hat, and then a little piece for cutting off at the end or sanding off. So that was kind of my general thought, and it kind of skinnied down the balls or the spherical shapes as we go. And I got a tenon area down here, so let's do that first. So get the tool rest in place, and maybe I will put the cheese board in place. Let's make this festive. Lee's got the wine, I've got the cheese board. So let's make that happen. Okay, so we'll get out a parting tool and create a tenon there. So let me just catch up here. Glenn's in the house. Thank you. I just bought a couple of the Jimmy Clues cupped inserts. Yeah, they work okay on the Easy Wood tools, or will they be grabby? Will they work on the Easy Wood tools? I don't know that the Easy Wood tools take a cupped cutter like the Jimmy Clues, the 100 cutter. To be honest with you, I'm not quite sure. I carry the woodpecker tools, which are a carbide tool. I've got one here, Glenn. So this is the mid-size ultra shear round. Where is that? That says it on the end there. So these kind of cutters, they're flat. I know Easy Wood Tools, I think, has a negative rake version of this as well. So, but the cup cutter, like the Jimmy Clues stuff, is this one. So these are little cup cutters that go on the end of these things. So you can see it's kind of got a full sort of cup thing. So that I don't know if they would fit on the Easy Wood Tools. To tell you the truth, these cutters on this tool, no, I don't think so. You can try it though. I mean, see if you got something. Maybe you can jig something up in the workshop to hold it. It's always good to use. Okay, here's sorry. So on my end, as you can see on the screen, it's Facebook user, and they're saying hi, Todd. So this is a person that's on the what's it called? The Woodturners Retreat Facebook group. So maybe I'll just quickly open that up. Facebook, oops, just so I can see possibly who is going to let me in. I don't know if this. Oh, my wife is yelling at me. She knows. So the Woodturners Retreat Facebook, Mary Alice. Oh, it's Mary Alice. So thank you for joining, Mary Alice. And you're joining through the Woodturners Retreat Facebook page. What they have is you can see above in the post, maybe somebody could do this experiment for me. The StreamYard, the application I'm using, the live stream here is, let me put myself on the other side because the thing's in the way. They added, I'm going to be live streaming with StreamYard. Before leaving a comment, please grant StreamYard permission to see your name at streamyard.com/Facebook. So if somebody clicks on that link and allows permission, then perhaps we can tell to see whether that sort of permission works. There's some anonymizing within Facebook groups, so you have to explicitly allow permission. So anyway, so we're working through that. So I've got it up here. So if anybody else joins on the Woodturners Retreat Facebook group, I will take a look and see who that is. So thank you for joining, Mary Alice. With all that aside, thanks. It's always good to see you here. I'm sure we'll see you next Wednesday at Cindy's thing as well. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. So that's true too. So I'll talk more about that in a second. I like to wing it so they are not all the same. Let the wood decide. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at, Chris. I sort of just eyeball mine for proportions. Probably should measure. Yeah, it's just my nature as a engineer. I just kind of try and kind of proportion things out. RG Walker, good to have you back, sir. Thank you. Just logged in to Snowman's demo. Arlington, Texas. Okay, thank you. Michael, good to have you here. Thanks. Saw you were live earlier today. Sorry I didn't catch any of it. I'll try and watch the replay. And David, thank you for joining. Let's see. Another Facebook user, and that is, Mary Alice. Yeah, she's going to be there tomorrow. So good. Excellent. That's great news. So let's do a bit of turning, and then I will stop a little bit and talk a little bit about the event tomorrow. So let me get my eye protection on, parting tool. I've got another set of calipers or vernier caliper set up for my tenon size. We will work on this end, turn off that. Let me put this in the picture. Sorry, screwing around with camera 2. Just trying to get you a better picture. See if that works. Okay, power down, power switch on. Check the speed, double check my connections. Everything's locked down. I'm using a step center in the headstock inside my chuck. And that's between centers at the moment. We'll get it in the chuck here shortly. So this is, like I said, a piece of 2x4, so it's going to be, and it's good and dry. There we got sized. This is a little Nova chuck. This little Nova chuck has straight jaws. There's no dovetail on it. It's got a little bird's beak on the inside. The outside are dovetailed. The insides are straight. So I leave a straight tenon here. And I see I'm blocking the view a little bit. So a straight tenon. And we'll straighten that out just a little bit. Then that should be good. So, yeah, I don't want to do any sizing or any sort of turning with it this way. So we'll remount this in the chuck. Yeah, so Snowman, it's that time of year. Uh-oh, what's Michael saying? Let me get that other comment. So, yeah, I thought I had sound. Well, I did, but the wrong day. Yeah, live streams are funny that way. Hopefully everybody's hearing me. It sounds like everybody is. So yeah, it's one of those things about a live, what am I doing? A live demo that makes it kind of interesting. So that'll work. Oh, I put that key away. I need that key. That's what I was doing. So tenon in the chuck. I'll just kind of snug it there for a second. I'll bring up my tailstock into that center we had from the drive center. Give it a bit of pressure, and then let's tighten it up. So we've got a good tenon here. You can't see that because I'm way down at the other end. This is a rather long piece of wood, but there we go. So we got a nice small gap between the jaws, and that will work. I don't know why, but I just have it turn each access hole and get that going. So that's tight. So let's look at our marks now. Is that the one? Yeah, that's the one. So we got that. We got the hat, I think here. Tenon, hat, no, bottom. Can't read upside down. That says hat. So we got the hat here. That's right. We're going to do the hat out here. So we got a bit to take off for, this point center. We've got a hat that's going to go to about there. We got the head that's going to go to about there. And we got the midsection there. And we got, I don't know if I can do this, out here. Bottom there. So that's kind of the snowman laid out. Let's get this hat turned. What I'm going to do is actually going to see if it's all level. I shouldn't have marked. Oh, it's pretty good. Let me grab my roughing gouge. I like this one. I'm going to have to mark these again. So 60, 40, 50, 60. Okay. I just want to get it balanced. That's the main reason for doing that. That's good enough. Let's go back to pencil. We'll waste a bit for clearing that off. I've got a ruler here, so let's just use that. We got metric on this thing, right? Yes, we do. Yeah, so we'll go about 60 for the hat. So the hat, I'm going to try. No, I'm just going to do a regular hat. I was going to try and maybe do it off center, but we'll leave that for another day. I don't need that one. I'll just peel this off with the skew, and again, I'm out of frame. Jeez, Todd. Let's catch up. So the audio sucked, he said. So Facebook user, looking forward to seeing you there, Mary Alice. Okay, that is Stuart. Thank you for joining, Stuart. That's nice. Good to have you here. Thank you for joining. Stuart Farini in the house on the Facebook group for Woodturners Retreat. I have to get that right. So let me put myself in. Can I do this? I don't think I can. Not that one. So let's just leave it like that. You can see my face as I turn. Watch my silly grin. I got that from my Uncle Chuck. This sort of thing. Get crow's eyes here. Crow's feet. Not like crow's eyes, but so yeah, we'll take this down. Can't see that mark now. I didn't mark that all the way around. There we go. Okay, I'm going to leave it a little bit for the rim. Don't know if I'll leave it that big around, but we'll kind of make it stovepipe-ish. We'll leave a little headband. And I'm thinking this is going to sit on a thinking myself, sorry. I'm thinking this is going to sit on a 40 millimeter head. That's the wrong calipers. So I want that hat to kind of see where we're at. So that's 32. So I'm just trying to think of proportions about how big the head is, how big the stove pipe's going to be, and it's going to go up to, I'll leave it there, about 38. So it's almost as big as the head, not quite, right there. So that's cool. So we'll do that. I will part this in just a little bit just to kind of give some definition here. So this will all be waste up there. And let's clean this up a little bit. Let me just move this in a little bit. Let's go camera 2 and watch this action. So a little skew work. Take that down. Do a little band there. Give it a little bit of shape. That's good enough for now. Let's V-cut in here. Got my tool rest just a little bit low for the size of turning. That band is just too thick. And we'll skew cut this rim. Now I need to stop and measure a little bit here. So we're going to go, what did I say, 30, 40, about 40. And so this is the head. So it's going to be about there. We're going to go a little bit less than that. Because, no. I got to think again. So I got to go a little bit more. So if I go a little less, then I'll have a full sphere. And I don't want a full sphere. I want a partial one. Where'd my... No, it's upside down. That's why I couldn't see it. A little gouge. Move the tool rest down a little bit. Maybe clear those for you a little bit. A little bit off. So we'll work on this. Oop, wrong way. This head section now. So, and we'll see if this brim is going to be too big. Let's just kind of playing that by ear. So this is sphere turning, and I should do this really. This will be helpful. So if I got 39, so if I do 20 approximately, then that's going to be sort of my midpoint. So that's going to be my high spot. So I'm going to try and leave that line and go to either side of it to probably there. Give me some guidelines to follow. Oh, this has got to be 42. What am I doing? Silly goose. I got to take this down to 40. So let's just part that down first. Let's see. That's approximately. doing a bit of caliper calculation on the fly, so that works. That's close. So I've got my old caliper set to 40, so that'll go right in there. Whoops, wrong tool, Todd. There we go. Parting tool, firm grip in the right hand. So that's the sphere size we want. So let's take everything away. Just going to kind of prep that side a little bit. Okay, that's looking like a lumpy sphere, but that's probably deep enough. It's all about finding those high spots. I got a high spot right in here. There we go. Let's undercut this hat, which is, I now realize, is a bit too big. And I'm just kind of made it funny, didn't I? That's not going to work. I may have to do a separate hat. I may have to do a separate hat for this guy. So, well, that is weird. Yeah, I just realized. Because I'm not really going to have a good connection to the hat. It's going to sit like right on the freaking top of his head. Okay, well, we'll make it a separate hat. So we're going to separate that there, and we'll turn this around separately. I've got a little 10 in there, and then we'll put it flat on his head. So I'll leave that for now. We'll do that later. This is all about the process, trying to figure it out. So now I know I got to go to 50 centimeters, 50 millimeters. So there. So that's going to go from about there to there. And center of that is, we're just going to say it's probably right about there. Maybe about here. So, and then that's that one. So let's see if we can make the body and the head look at least somewhat decent. So, let me catch up here where we're at. Steve Worcester has joined us. Hunter #1 cutters will not fit easy wood tools. Different screw sizes using the exact same screws. Paramedic. Yes, that's true. So I didn't think they'd fit. But I will let other people tell me that have tried, because I haven't tried. I don't have any easy wood tools. So thank you. So using that hat, just hollow it, and you can try it. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. So we'll separate the head and the hat. Tilt. Yeah, that way we can tilt it. That's true. It's a good point. When you part it off, use the tenon. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to do. Thank you, Michael. So good. I think we got a plan. Let's keep going. Where am I at in time? I don't see time anywhere on my machine here. 2:59. Now let's stop. Take a little break. I want to just chat for a quick second. We're about halfway through. So tomorrow, blowing off the sawdust off my computer. Tomorrow we have the Woodturners retreat event, the 6 Turners event, and what I want to do here with people here today is draw a name from all the people that are commenting and give a free ticket away to the event tomorrow. So the event tomorrow is, I don't have a page. Oh, I do have a picture. Let me show this. So there we go. Let me get on the other side. So Woodturners retreats tomorrow, December 12th. You see the picture there. So myself and Jeff Hornig from the US, Kate Bolger and Joanne Savageau from Canada, and then Stuart Farini and Chris Parker from the UK. So the six of us will be doing demos all day tomorrow. You can see the schedule right above my head. Starting 11 a.m. Central Time, which is a 5 p.m. UK time. So figure out your time zone. If you're in Pacific, it's going to be 9, Mountain 10, Eastern 12. So, and then I'm not sure about the continent on the European continent when time zones go. So, so that's up on our webpage, woodturnersretreat.com. You can register there for tickets. And I will, like I said, pick a sort of a random person from the chat, both from Facebook, my Facebook page, the Woodturners Retreat Facebook page, and the YouTube channel, folks that are commenting. And we will give a ticket away. If you already have a ticket, then I will pick another name, somebody that doesn't have a ticket. So that's the way that's going to work. So that'll be fun. It's going to be a fun event tomorrow. $20 US, which I think is 15 pounds UK, I heard, and I think it's 20 plus something Canadian dollars. I can't remember now what the exchange rate is there. But for 6 demos, the 6 demos will be available for replay after we get them uploaded and all that stuff for 30 days after the event or after we get them uploaded, more likely. So your $20 not only gets you to the event, but allows you to have the replays. It's going to be a lot of fun. And let me move over to the other side to talk about Zoom rooms. So it's going to be a Zoom meeting, but each demonstrator is going to have their own Zoom breakout room. So we're going to have, we're going to be there. All the demonstrators are going to be there for the full schedule. So I'll be here in the shop from 11 a.m. to 6:30 this in the evening. So good 6-7 hours, 8 hours, whatever it is. So when I'm not demonstrating, I'll be sitting here. You can come into my room. We can chat. We can talk about turning. We can talk about almost anything. Just you're not going to talk politics or religion, but we're going to have a good time. So sit back in the armchair. Drink some tea in the morning or in the afternoon or beer, whatever you wish, and join us and have some fun. When we are demonstrating, then obviously we're going to be in our breakout room. We'll have people in there, and you'll be able to watch the demonstration. So the schedule, the way it lays out, is 2 demos at one time. The 4 other demonstrators are in their room doing their thing, chit-chatting, working on projects, whatever it may be, talking about tools. And then the schedule changes. We've the next 2 turners and the next 2 turners, and then that schedule repeats so that you can watch all 6 individual demonstrations throughout the whole session tomorrow. So that's going to be great. And like I said, the replays will be available. So that's good news. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Check it out. $20. Simple, easy Zoom meeting. We've tested out the breakout rooms. It should be fairly easy for everybody to navigate. One thing to remember is to update your Zoom to 5.4 or something like that, whatever the latest software is. That will help with your getting around the Zoom breakout rooms. So yeah, should be fun. So that's the chat at the break. So let's get back to turning this snowman. Anybody have any questions about Woodturners Retreat? Let me know. We'll certainly entertain any and all questions, comments, and we'll hope to see you there tomorrow. So it should be a lot of fun. Okay, let's get the right tool. Let's turn this sphere down. Oh, let's get that diameter. That's what I needed to do. Parting tool. Part here in the middle. That's a good enough view for now. Oh, that's just a little shy. Is that the right size? Yeah, but that'll work. Okay, this is just really sphere turning, just kind of using your eye to figure out where that sphere is going to go. And this is going to be the bottom, so I'm going to say that's about the middle. And we're going to leave this one pretty much full size. Okay. This looks a little funny, but sometimes you make snowman in the snow and they look a little funny. Just trying to pick up that cut, so I'll keep rubbing the bevel and moving the handle to kind of define where I'm going. That's pretty good, rough shape. Gonna make it stand up, so we're gonna par it off with a little undercut, like that. And do I want to part it off now? No, I want to part this off first, so let's thin this out a little bit. Spindle gouge. You got a place to part off there. And we'll just thin it out a little bit with the parting tool. Before I part it off completely, let's just double check and fix that tenon a little bit down here. So let's clean this up. That's going to have to fit into my one-way pin jaws, so I'll maybe make it a bit smaller, that tenon. The reason for smaller is I don't want those jaws open so wide when I'm making this guy. Okay, that's pretty good. So let's back that tailstock off. Grab that guy. go. Got the hat. So let's clean off that top, this head. And I could sand that a little slope so we can get a little slope on there. And I could make that hole a little bit bigger than that. So let's just do a quick little bit of sanding. And since Steve is on, I think he'll be happy that I've got some Abernet here that he sold me a while ago. And I've been using the heck out of it. So we'll do a little bit of that. Pull up the dust collector. Turn that on. So for those that don't know, Steve Worcester is turningwood.com. So sells this Abernet stuff and other Merca sanding products. Get the vents going the right way. That's way too fast. This is 120 Abernet, so this is pretty soft wood, so it'll sand pretty quick. I don't know that I'll go much over 240 on this because I am going to plan, I think, to paint it. That's something else I may be doing while I'm sitting at the lathe here tomorrow in my off spare time. I'm not chatting with somebody. I'll be finishing other projects. I've got that snowflake bowl to finish off. I do have a couple of bud vases kind of in progress and stuff, so we'll be working on these as well. This one I'll probably do some texture burning on, and this one I'll be obviously painting. So that will be part of my fun tomorrow, is sitting out here, being able to spend the time finishing off projects and talking with folks and just kind of having a good time. So that was 180. Let's get 240. I like this Abernet. You just, click it out. It just kind of doesn't hold anything. Doesn't get clogged up. I have used it with paint. It does clog up a little bit with paint, but not as bad as regular paper, so it lasts a lot longer. And Steve, I'm going to have to get some more, by the way. I will let you know. Okay, quick sand job. Let's part this guy off. Let's see if we can't get, we have time. We have 10 minutes, thereabouts. Is Joaquin here? Joaquin is here. Looking forward to tomorrow, another new adventure in the Zoom world of woodturning. Yes, absolutely, Joaquin. Thanks for joining. So a little speed. I've got my headstock here. I typically put my elbow on the headstock, just cradle on this side with the turning as I part it off. So not necessary to do it this way. Use a handsaw. The other thing to do, in fact, maybe I will do, since I am going to paint it, I'm going to leave it like that. I'll relieve this a little bit. Something's knocking me about in there. I don't know what that is. Just the grain, I guess. So that'll leave me some room. Well, let me turn this off. Yelling over the dust collector. So that'll leave me some room to kind of sand down in here. And if I'm going to spray paint this, which I will, I'll probably paint it white and do some glitter on it, make it like a snowman. And then that leaves me room to do that. So I'm going to leave it actually on the chuck. That's what I've done with those bud vases I showed you a minute ago. I left them on the, with the spigot on, so we can do that later. So let's bust this guy off. Bust my little adapter off. I do use that 1x8 Novichok quite a bit just because the jaws go down so small. 1 3/4, I think, is the minimum I can grip with that, which is nice. Sometimes I have smaller projects. Where did I do it? There it is. So let's see how this goes. This uses this key. This tenon will be sacrificed. And what do I want to do? So first of all, I kind of want to just take a quick look before I put that in there fully. I do want to take a quick look at my proportions. So let me go to camera 2. So let's go back a little bit. And so something I like to do, if I left it in the chuck, I would have a little bit of room here for proportions. It's still not, you still can't see the hat. Oh boy, there we go, right there. That should be enough room. So that hat looks a little bit big, maybe. The brim certainly, I think, can go down a little bit. Let me break that off a little bit, just so we can get it sitting. Whittling tool. That's what these skews are used for, right? Yeah, it's a little big. So we'll take it down a little bit in proportions and thin out the rim. Maybe thin this out just a little bit. Yeah, just everything kind of shrunk down. Just shrink it down just a little bit, Todd. It's all about design and design opportunities. So when you got an opportunity to kind of take something out of the chuck or leave it in the chuck and stand it upright, gives you a better idea of how those proportions will work. Now, how am I going to skinny it up down here? Well, I'll probably just shorten the hat and do it that way. So this is going to be a little interesting work in here. I'll leave that there. Get my tools from under there. And what tool do I want? Skew. And this guy. I could use the carbide, but we'll use the skew. Okay. Parting tool, skew. So there we go. It's running pretty good. I will take this edge down a little bit, the diameter. You guys seeing that okay? Yeah. And let's zoom that back in. And we'll give a bit of speed. I am undercutting it a little bit there. And it's kind of weird. It looks like it's moving on the camera, but when I look at it, it looks pretty good. It's not moving in the inset camera, this guy. So I think it's just shadow, maybe the frame rate, those kind of things. So let me use this parting tool just to kind of, well, that wasn't what's supposed to happen. Oh, we snapped it. I'll have to make a different hat. So it's one thing I don't like about these jaws is because they don't hold on small things very well, and any sort of grab and it just flies. It's a good reason to have the safety glasses on. Didn't hit me at all, just flew in the side. So the hat will have to come from a separate piece of wood. I got another chunk down there to do, so let me go back to moving this guy out. Put that there. Turn that off. Bring this back. Oh, come on, zoom. I'll zoom on my camera. So that will have to come for another day. I'll probably work on that tomorrow. So let me see where I'm. Bottom left. Let me tune this a bit more so I don't quite take up the, you don't see my belly so much. That's a bit better. Let's see, let's catch up. Stephen Miller, thank you for joining. Hope you're having a good evening over there across the pond, as they say. Thank you for joining. Charles Sapp, a twist wire and painted for the arms. Yeah, that's a good idea. I haven't figured that out yet, but we'll get there. Shelley's a good idea. It looks better smaller. Okay, perfect. And Charles, hollow it so it goes over and down on the head. That's something I could do definitely with the another hat that I make is, and I think Michael had mentioned that earlier, is to hollow. I'll get my hand out there. Hollow this guy out, and so it fits over the head. So that's probably what I'll do with a different piece of wood. Hollow it out and do that. So good idea. Let's see. Ken says shortening it will work great on the hat. Okay, yeah, I agree. If I didn't break it, that stinks. Snowman is better proportion than the one I sent you. Well, yours is cute though. It's nice ornament size. So Tony sent me. I'm on the wrong side here. Let me get on this side, so I'm not in the way of the comments. Tony sent me a little snowman and a small cutting board and a little maple bowl. Beautiful stuff. Thank you, Tony. Very nice of you. I appreciate that. LOL. Thank you, Mary Alice. Yeah, it is kind of funny, but that happens, and it happens all the time with this chuck on me. So I really need. I think I want to get some of those. Not spigot type chucks, but the really stiff ones for small pieces like this. So, oops, there it is. So I go. The wife came in. Oh, Tony Snowman. She brought it in. Yeah, let's take a look. Thanks, honey. So we got Papa Snowman, and we got a little baby. So there's Tony Snowman he sent me. That's very cool. And is it a separate piece of wood, Tony? It looks like it is. Yeah, I don't know. It's really, if it's a glue line, it's really well done. I can't see a glue joint there at all. But it's cute. It's got a little eyelet in it for hanging on the tree. So I like that. Thank you very much, Tony. Let's see. Did you give the millimeter specs for the sections? Yeah. So I went. Let me go to overhead here, David, and I'll show this there. Where's my calipers? So I think I went here about 40 millimeters. Let me bring this on screen. So that's about 38 millimeters. And so that 38 millimeters goes beyond the size of the So if it was a full sphere, it would be a lot larger, or I mean, the sphere would end up inside this guy a little bit. So if you're doing 40 millimeter diameter, you want to cut less than that, you know. And then this guy was, I think, around 50. So yeah, 40. Well, it turned out to be, there it is, 45. And so 45 across this way bridges the gap across the two. This guy was probably close to 60. These are all millimeters, by the way, folks. 58. So, and that was the kind of the diameter of the thing. So 58, and I cut off quite a bit of the sphere for the foot for it could sit steady. So went down basically 10 millimeters on each one, which is 5 from each side. To me, that kind of gives a nice sort of straight line. In fact, if I had a straight edge, which I do, I've got rulers. So almost meets at the middle, not quite. So the head could be a little smaller to make that perfect line across those points. I think that would look cool. And the hat, I am going to say, from a proportion perspective, let me zoom this out a little wider. I would think that the hat would want to kind of end, if I had another ruler, right up where those two guys, maybe not where they meet, but close. So if I meet up at that 2-inch mark, so that's about right. That's where I was. That's kind of, and the length of the hat, let's see, this one is too big. So I think I tried to make the length of the hat, I think the length of this guy, 60. That was my original drawing on the blank, was the hat was about the length of the bottom body, which is about right. So it would be about that long. So we'll make it a little bit smaller, maybe the size of the middle body, thereabouts. So Facebook user Mary Alice says, yeah, she did the same thing yesterday. Yeah. Let's see. I glued the walnut to the maple before turning it. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks. That's a good idea, Tony. That's how you get nice, good glue lines and be able to cut them away. Let's see, Stephen. I had 3 hats for Snowman last night, all failures for one reason or another. These things happen. Of course they do. Every shop, if somebody tells you they don't have these kind of things, they're either you know, I don't want to say, they're just not telling the truth, I think. So, the LOL is because you said you were hiding your belly. Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah, hide the belly, hide the mistakes. Yeah, that kind of thing. So, Dave says thank you. Thank you, David. Heli Aviator Tom says it would have been a straight line if the middle didn't get undercut. Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of what I was going for. Why I went, 30, 40, 50. No, sorry, 40, 50, 60. But as you cut things, and especially soft wood, it doesn't quite always get there. So, but that's that was the plan. And Joanne Savignon is on the Facebook group. Thank you for coming, Joanne. We're just about wrapping things up here. So I'm trying to find the time. My toolbar keeps hiding on me, my the taskbar on the Windows. So that is gonna do it, folks. Let me put this one up again while I'm here. So yeah, come on by tomorrow to the Woodturners retreat, 6 Turners event, and we'll have a lot of fun. So again, I will pick somebody out of the Facebook and YouTube comment makers on this video to get a free ticket to tomorrow's event.
Who's the winner of the ticket?
Who is the winner of the ticket? I don't know. I don't know if I can announce it now because I don't have everybody listed here. I will. What I'll do is I will pick a winner here in the next after we finish here in a few minutes, and IM you directly through Facebook or Well, if you're a YouTube guy, how am I going to do that? Yeah, that's a good question. Okay, give me a minute. Maybe I'll do this now. So let me. How am I going to do that? I don't think I can. It's going to take too long. If you're picked as a YouTube guy, I will post a comment on YouTube to say who the winner is, what username, and then you'll have to contact me to get the ticket. So otherwise, if you're Facebook, I can instant messenger or whatever it's called. So, well, that's it. We're up to 3:30. I make these things only an hour long. We didn't finish the project again, but you've got an understanding, or at least I do, about how to turn a snowman and what not to do. So if you want an integral hat, make that hat sort of sit down on the head. Don't go too too high up on the sphere in this area. If you want a separate hat, then do what I did. So that works, except for throwing the hat off the lathe. But that's it for me. That's it for this small project series. We will, like I said again, live stream will be back in the new year. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, all those things that you celebrate this time of year. Enjoy the season. Enjoy each other. Stay safe and healthy. But that's it for me, Todd, 230 Todd here at Woodturning Tool Store. Signing off, and it's been a great series. Watching back on my that one right there, Woodturning Tool Store. Go there, Woodturning Toolstore.com. You'll find the live streams there. You'll find them on YouTube. You'll find them on Facebook. Take a look. That's it. Hang on. Thought I heard something from Shelly. No. I think she says bye as well. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's see. Just I already have a ticket. I've got a ticket. Who's all saying that? I'm sorry. I got to just quickly look. Mary Alice has a ticket. Peg Pearson says, nice demo. Thank you, Peg. I appreciate it. Glenn Dornack, I'll just go through some last comments. Don't put my name on, I already paid. Okay. Joaquin's already got a ticket. Tony's got, says, thanks, Todd. I think that's Mary Alice saying thanks again. Yep, thank you. Michael says, good job. Tony, Merry Christmas to you and Nikki. Thank you very much. Steven says, all the best. Good. That's it. I'm going to hit the button now. I got to find it first. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Well, she said post your name if you don't have a ticket. So that's maybe a good idea. If you're still on, post if you don't have a ticket. But I'll pick out those who said they already have a ticket, and we'll pick from the rest. Merry Christmas, everybody. 230 Todd out. We'll see you later. Where's that button?